Let's see if we can now solve a very simple problem on no solutions to system of linear equations. This is from the 2017 April QAS. April US QS. I'm just going to write that down. So feel free to pause the video and try this on your own. Okay, now that you've given it a go, let's just remind ourselves. Actually, let's read the question first. In the system of equations above, C is a constant. With what value of C will there be no solution x, y to the system of equations? So let's just remind ourselves, when are there no solutions to a system of linear equations? And that is essentially when you have two lines, sorry for the bad drawings, and they are parallel to each other. So they are moving in the same direction, and they'll do so forever. They'll keep on doing that. And when this happens, this means that the two equations have the same slope, right? So to solve this question, I essentially just need to compare the slopes of both the systems and put them equal to each other, and that would solve my problem. So for the first equation, note that they are not in the standard form. They are not in the form y equals to mx plus c. So I need to first put them in this form. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides in this one. It's going to become 3y equals to a negative 2x plus 5. And then I can just divide both sides by 3. So that would become y equals to negative 2 by 3x plus a 5 by 3. So my m here, or the slope, is a negative 2 by 3 in the first equation. And now for the second equation, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to subtract a 4x from both sides from here, so it will become a negative 4x plus an 8. And then I'm going to divide by c to isolate my y. So this will become a negative 4 by cx plus 8 divided by c. And now I can just equate both the slopes to each other, because in order for there to be no solutions, the slopes have to be the same. So a negative 2 by 3 equals to a negative 4 by c. And so I'm just going to cross. You can multiply both sides by a 3 and a c, and then we would have something like a negative 2c equals to 3 times a negative 4, that's a negative 12, and then dividing both sides by negative 2, I get c equals to 6. And I wrote down all the steps just to show you, but in the test you can actually do this in your head. It isn't that hard to figure out the slope just by looking at it. You know, the x term will obviously go to the other side, so the sign would change, and then you would divide the 3, so you would know that's a negative 2 by 3. So you can just write that down. You can just write both the slopes down, and you can do this step on paper, but the rest of it you can do it in your head. And so that's your answer.